If you constantly feel chesty, congested, or like there's mucus stuck deep in your lungs, then you may have seen devices like this. These are called Oscillatory Positive Expiratory Pressure devices, or OPEP for short. They're designed to help you loosen mucus and make it easier to clear your airways. This one is an AirPhysio device, a company that sold over 1.5 million of these around the world. But do they actually work? In this video, I'll explain the science, the evidence, and the benefits, plus show you the most effective way to use this device. So what is oscillating positive expiratory pressure and how can it help shift mucus out of our airways? The idea is simple. When you breathe out through the device, it creates two things: positive pressure and oscillation. The positive pressure is caused by a slight restriction of airflow as it passes through the device, and this helps keep your airways open. Let me show you how that is achieved using this balloon. With no airflow restriction, the neck of the balloon flaps about and the air struggles to get through. With a slight restriction, the neck of the balloon is held open and the air flows faster. That's why you see athletes breathe through pursed lips when they're pushing hard. It helps to get the air out faster. An OPEP device like the AirPhysio can also give your airways a gentle massage in the form of vibration or oscillation. And this is achieved as the ball bearing flutters up and down as you breathe out. But it won't work unless you use the device correctly. So stay with me for the next section. To achieve this, you need to breathe out through the device with the correct force. If you breathe too hard, the ball bearing will be pushed up and it won't flutter. And if you don't breathe hard enough, then you won't generate enough airflow to initiate the flutter. So here's an example of me blowing too hard into the device. And here's an example of me not blowing hard enough into the device. So in a moment, I'll take you through the best way to use the device and what to do when you've finished. Before we continue, I'll quickly explain why mucus is both good and bad and why you might want to clear it from your airways. Mucus in our respiratory system is essential because it traps dust, particles and pathogens and is part of our immune system. However, excess mucus can obstruct airways, leading to difficulties breathing and contributing to infections. And excess mucus can occur when it's unable to leave the airways efficiently. Now I'll show you how to use the device and then afterwards the huff-cough technique. Begin by sitting upright and let your breathing settle into a normal, relaxed rhythm. Take a deep but not full breath in. Hold your breath for 3 seconds while you place the device in your mouth. Make sure your lips are moist so you can create a good seal around the pipe. Make sure you remove the end cap. Begin to breathe out while keeping the device pointing up. Breathe out through the device with a controlled force. Focus on controlling the speed of your breath to produce the correct amount of airflow to oscillate the ball bearing. As soon as you have used the device, you may feel the need to cough. To put less strain on your body, try the huff-cough first. To do the huff-cough, take a normal breath in, followed by a huff out. After that, it should only take a little cough to finally get the mucus out. So what about the scientific evidence? Well, I found 2 studies on the use of OPEP. The first is a systematic review published in the journal Thorax, which looked at OPEP devices in patients with COPD. It found improvements in symptoms, exercise capacity, and reductions in exacerbations. In the other study, the research suggests that OPEP devices can improve sputum clearance and quality of life in patients with bronchiectasis. Now, overall, the research does need to be of high quality and only short-term results were documented. This is an education video and not medical advice. However, if you found it helpful, please consider sharing it with anybody else you know that may find it useful. Devices like the AirPhysio work best alongside good hydration, movement, breathing exercises, and the appropriate medication.